That belongs in a museum.
Situation where the Ashbringer is always going to be in play that I was talking about if he chooses to make that commitment, but we do see double Pyro, double Equality in the hand of Gosu, so he does have answers for days going on right now. There it is!
Here we go, N'Zoth bringing back Sylvanas and Tyrion. Now, you do sometimes want to trade the Karin into it, but effectively does the same thing. You just have a minion with Death Rattle that summons a 4/5. Now,
stolen here with some of the plays that he can make, or at least the Bane that will pop out of it. So these are the kind of board states, and Zoth board states are kind of some of the most difficult states to navigate in the current game, just because of how complex things get with the various Death Rattles, and there's kind of always Sylvanas involved that complicate things even more.
If he doesn't want to give Bane, he might want to push in Karin before the Death Rattle activates.
He may just be using the Equality here and then using things to trade off, which makes sense.
That's also fine too. Yeah, just have that push into Tyrion, have the 1/1 go in. Same difference here. That way he's using Pyro Equality instead of the Consecration. I like that. Consecration has a lot of use against the building up hero powers.
But what we have created now is a situation where you used both of your Equalities in the same turn and your opponent is sat chilling with a golden monkey in their hand.
And again, I don't mind, but like you said, using both Equalities, are you going to feel comfortable going for it? And I don't mind. It's time to see what lays behind this golden treasure map.
Baby. Okay, so he's giving up any chance for him to answer his opponent's N'Zoth turn, essentially, with this play. Yeah. Nexus Champion Sarad is actually one of the better cards that you can pick up because it does allow you to get some of those utility cards that your deck now lacks. He also picked up a Yogg Sudoku.
And my math isn't exactly the greatest, but he's played a handful of spells this game.
He has played, roughly a handful. It was somewhere around that number,
Yeah? I'm intrigued. Not to mention that Ghost Forever actually has to address this board.
Also, look at how good his selection of legendaries was for Yogg Sudoku. He got Zarul Poison Mine to get 2 more spells, and he got Nexus Champion Sarad to get even more spells.
He got Ragnaros to bring his health back up if he needs to. I wouldn't say it's the worst case scenario here at all.
I mean, what better answer to a N'Zoth board, right? Like, what possible answer do you have for a N'Zoth board apart from just jamming Yogg Sudoku and praying?
Sylvanas, pretty good too.
Sure, that's a good pickup. The world's biggest fan of Yogg Sudoku, but I feel like this is a board that you want a Yogg Sudoku.
Are you sure? I feel like that could be disastrous to epic proportions. If you want to cement yourself on the front page of whatever website you browse, and maybe, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure Dr. Ron would have been a very secure thing to do. Instead, he's going to go up to 24 health, 5, 10, 20, 22. Well,
intend to fight back against this board honestly, just with 1 legendary minion per turn?
You don't need to. But then begs the question, like, why did Juristis feel the need to play the monkey if he knew his opponent would guarantee draw N'Zoth by the 30th card that this was played?
Sure.
Goes to Forever using the Forbidden Healing just in case some weird legendary came out of nowhere to absolutely devastate him. He is a little bit off, and what is Juristis going to do? He's out of cards.
Like, I go back to my point on the previous turn, right? Like, you just needed a ridiculous answer, and if there is a card that gives you ridiculous answers,
there is one, and I want to see it. People said Yogg Sudoku wouldn't be played.
Wait, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this.
Okay. Demon Wrath. You need something to clear the board. Well, that's not helpful. Uh-oh, is he dead? Boom! Oh, no! Yogg ends the game and goes to Forever, takes it, and ties up the series.